The rise and even faster downfall of MrBeast's, KSI and Logan Paul's new Lunchly product has faced huge backlash over the past month. It all started with a simple yet powerful tweet from DanTDM himself, calling out the trio of controversies surrounding their new product. Ever since then, the internet basically exploded, with back and forth Twitter beef and the internet's mixed opinions on the matter. And well, it's been over a month now, and just when everyone thought this was about to blow over, it just got way worse. Yeah, it's not meant to look like that. To which you think they would respond in a responsible and sensible manner, but they don't.
Yeah, like I like my cheese moldy, bro.
So this new Lunchly product has been a huge controversy, but how did this whole saga even begin? Well, it seems like MrBeast, Logan Paul and KSI, who we could call the YouTube version of the Avengers, except with way more controversy and far less superpowers. But instead of saving the world, they've decided to feed it. And what exactly did these YouTube giants decide to grace us with after all their
Hard work.
The highly anticipated, thoroughly revolutionary Lunchly. Yep, it wasn't a new app, not some scammy NFT project or a Logan Paul mystery box filled with tears and disappointment. It's a lunch kit that's pretty much the same as Lunchables, but
our pizza uses real cheese.
And it's healthier, kind of. Doctors got involved and looked into it. But it's only been a few weeks since the release of this product, so how can Lunchly already rise and fall, then plummet, and whatever comes after that? The thing just launched, and somehow it's already spiraling down faster than Logan Paul's reputation after the, incident. The first issue is that people aren't just upset about the product itself, they're mad about the people behind it. Let's break down the dynamic trio. First, there's MrBeast, who, despite his squeaky clean image as YouTube's charity king, has recently been caught in more drama than an episode of the Kardashians. He's been silent on all of it too. Not a word. It's like he's going for a world record of ignoring controversy. Then we've got Logan Paul, the internet's longtime punching bag, whose career is basically a how not to be a YouTuber manual. Crypto scams, check. General public disdain, double check. Lawsuits, triple check. And finally there's KSI. Compared to the other two, KSI has stayed relatively clean if you ignore his failed crypto plans. Sure, he's had his own questionable moments, but he's managed to dodge the intense heat Logan's faced. Until he released a certain song, and now, well, they all seem to be in the thick of it for different reasons. But the drama doesn't stop with just who made the product, it's what they made. Let's start with Logan and KSI's Prime Hydration. This drink has been a source of endless controversy since its launch, from complaints about the unhealthy chemicals in it to several lawsuits. And out of curiosity, remember the Prime black market selling these things for obscene prices when they first came out? Crazy times. Now, someone couldn't even pay me to drink this stuff. Then there's Feastables, MrBeast's chocolate brand. Originally, this was marketed as a healthier chocolate option, which for a while was kind of true.
Better for you snack brand, because I think a lot of the stuff out there is just terrible for you.
But then in 2024, Jimmy switched up and came out with an announcement that they were going to make
the best tasting chocolate ever made by mankind.
Translation, they just threw in a ton of sugar and fat and made it worse for you than a regular chocolate bar, which many people did not know about until Dogpack 404 exposed this.
Now in 2024, MrBeast changed the formula again to where it has mostly the same ingredients as Hershey's and even more sugar and more calories per bar.
So what do you get when you mix these two already controversial products?
Lunchly!
Yeah, a product they claim is better for you, but in reality it's just processed junk food wearing a slightly healthier disguise. It's like when someone orders a Diet Coke with their double cheeseburger and fries. Sure, maybe it's technically better, but we all know you're not really winning any health awards here. So this is when doctors got involved.
And I usually don't make videos discussing creators' products, but when terms like healthier or better for you get tossed around, I feel it's important to set the record straight. So,
one of the big selling points of Lunchly is that it packs 400 milligrams of so-called electrolytes, compared to Lunchables' measly 50 milligrams, which comes from the Capri Sun it includes. However, Dr. Brian made a video and even posted on X how sodium is being incorrectly rebranded as electrolytes these days. He also makes a valid point that
we all think that because of this marketing that like more electrolytes are good, right? MrBeast's tweet, it's got more electrolytes, and so somehow that implies that it's better. But for a product that is intended to be eaten for lunch, there is no reason that the average kid that's going to eat a Lunchly needs to have more electrolyte.
So yeah, the average 4th grader isn't exactly sweating buckets solving long division, so they don't necessarily need more electrolytes. And of course, this caused more controversy and yet another Twitter battle. But let's not forget that Lunchly boasts fewer calories than Lunchables. Sounds great, right? Well, not so fast. This is what Dr. Mike has to say about this.
but this is where things get really interesting, and for some reason no one has pointed this out. You see, USDA caloric guidelines say that a lunch meal for kids K through 8 should contain around 625 calories. Kids need energy to function, and calories give them that energy. Lunchly turkey contains only 230 calories, which would mean a kid would need to eat about 2.7 portions to consume enough calories.
And if they did that, they'd get nearly 1,300 milligrams of sodium,
which is also significantly over the USDA standards. So they'd be either under-eating calories or overeating sodium.
Both doctors' videos go way more in depth, so I would urge you to watch their videos for the full details. But in the end, what was Dr. Mike's final verdict on Lunchly?
It's clear Lunchly, just like Lunchables, misses the mark too many times to be considered meaningfully healthier, at least in my opinion.
But what about one of Lunchly's big selling points, the fact that they use
Real cheese.
unlike Lunchables, which legally has to call its cheese
Mozzarella pasteurized prepared cheese product.
and while the phrase cheese product doesn't exactly sound appetizing, it turns out there could possibly be a reason that Lunchables isn't using real cheese. Yeah, just when you thought this whole saga was finally starting to die down, there's been several reports of Lunchly's cheese going moldy. People have been posting pictures and videos all over the internet of their Lunchly kits with moldy cheese. Almost like they accidentally released the blue cheese edition without telling anyone. One mom even opened up her kid's lunch kit only to be hit with a foul smell and yep, you guessed it, the cheese had gone bad. She made sure to mention that the product had been properly refrigerated too. So it's not like she left it in the backseat of a hot car for a week or anything. But it's not just parents finding this moldy disaster either. Even big time content creators have had moldy run-ins with Lunchly. Take Rosanna Pansino for example. She made a video reviewing the product and found mold in hers too.
These are molded.
And her box wasn't even close to its expiration date. The kit was supposed to be good for another 2 months. 2 months! But nope, there it was. Mold right on the cheese. Rosanna of course took to Twitter, sharing her thoughts, saying this was disgusting and not safe for children. The public also shared their thoughts, which I thought was pretty funny. One guy said, "They put in probiotics in Lunchly? Healthier than I thought." On Lunchly's quality control post, this guy said, "Try scanning for mold."
Shut up, man.
And of course, the man himself, Dogpack404, said, "Opening a Lunchly every day until I find mold. Day 1. But then there were also some people who took to Twitter saying Rosanna opened it and left it outside so that the cheese would go moldy for content. This was addressed and a lot of people didn't agree with it, as they said Rosanna opened it on camera and that she's not the only person this is happening to. So now you can imagine how unsafe and sick kids might get when they actually end up eating the stuff once it's gone bad. But what's so ironic about this whole situation is that the real cheese was supposed to be the product's big selling point. Therefore, people online are roasting Lunchly left and right. And let's be honest, it's pretty valid when a so-called healthier lunch kit turns into a moldy science experiment. You've got a problem. Naturally, the internet has turned its rage towards the three faces behind the product: Logan, KSI and MrBeast. These are the guys who are supposed to be promoting a safe, fun lunch for kids, and they can't even keep mold out of the cheese. That just takes this whole Lunchly drama to the next level. Sure, you could agree that the manufacturers are partly to blame, but at the end of the day, these three put their names and faces behind this product. So they're responsible and might even have to pull a few defect Lunchlys from the shelves before they end up facing lawsuits. Talk about great quality control. But in the meantime, the phrase like, "I like my cheese moldy bruh," is becoming an ironic meme online, and it's not doing their brand any favors. The whole real cheese thing has backfired spectacularly. Turns out there might be a good reason Lunchables sticks with its fake cheese. Now, some guy said he looked into this whole moldy cheese saga and noticed a common occurrence of faulty glue application where the cheese is. So I guess once again, Lunchly should have got tips from Lunchables and used basic packaging. It still gets me that they actually put that in a comparison. But since the package wasn't properly sealed, oxygen entered and moisture likely from the pepperoni created ideal conditions for mold to grow on the cheese. And here's the thing, this isn't the kind of controversy Logan, KSI or MrBeast can just sweep under the rug. We're not talking about a Twitter feud or some minor scandal. This is mold, a health hazard that could make people sick. And to be fair, it could very well just be a packaging problem, which could potentially be a simple fix. However, what they won't be able to fix is the blow to their reputation. So this is a very serious matter, therefore it should be addressed reasonably and responsibly, which at the time of making this video, it doesn't seem like KSI and Logan Paul have.
Okay, this was like years ago. This is one of the reasons why I followed her. I actually had like a low-key crush on her.
Really?
Yeah.
Which do you into?
Not anymore, but
Wait, really?
yeah, back.
That's
in the
so
day.
endearing. That's insane.
Yeah.
Now she's talking shit about your company. That's crazy.
So it's kind of weird.
How the tables have turned.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, yeah, she could do her thing, man. Let her do her thing.
Yeah, like I like my cheese moldy, bro.
Yo, when she saw that, she must have been jumping,
Bro.
She must have been like,
Yo.
yes.
And on a side note, why does Mike always act like he doesn't know who these people are?
Who's that one lady that does the foods where she does food reviews?
Rosanna Pansino.
Yeah, that one. Who is DanTDM? Or
It's
is it
not even so much
TDM?
him. TDM.
Who is he?
So what's next for Lunchly? Well, it's going to be a difficult road to recovery. With more and more videos popping up of moldy Lunchlys and big creators like Rosanna Pansino speaking out, it's turning into a full-on PR disaster. But to be fair, you must beware of fake videos out there doing the rounds claiming it's moldy Lunchly when it's clearly Lunchables. Yeah, it seems they've also faced this issue, which is no surprise since they're no stranger to controversies. So whether both these lunch kit brands use real cheese or cheese product, they both might just grow their own ecosystem, turning your lunch into a science experiment. Because at the end of the day, both are ultra processed foods that are terrible for children, contributing hugely to the child obesity rate. This whole situation is a big wake up call for Logan, KSI and MrBeast. Slapping your name on a product and hoping it sells isn't enough. You have to make sure it's safe and a quality product to start with, especially if you're claiming it to be healthier.